I think so. On display capture. All right. Let's see. Settings. What day is it? It is Wednesday. Excellent. All right. Pause. And then YouTube. Settings. Pop out chat. So I was going to do the Necromancer today, but then I decided not to. And so instead of doing nothing, I'm doing some crafting and some stash consolidation, like the stream title says. I have a bunch of flawless amethysts that need to be made into perfect amethysts. Um, let's see, is it still blind? Yeah, then let's open HQ default 3.jpg. Why do I always say these things in like the plural we? As if you are participating. All right, milk. Imagine being a first time viewer to this stream and you come in and the screen is completely blank and there's no sound. Amazing. All right, so we'll start in 1.07 with cubing up flawless amethysts into perfect amethysts. Was I doing it with this guy? Maybe. It's probably good enough. I can move some of these rings out of here, I suppose. Are any of these actually it? No, this one tried. Okay. But I'll just throw all these in the mana per kill stash. 31, 24, 35. Nice. Okay. Then that was, let's see. Our mule is gone. Okay, that was forward. Yeah. Then I'm looking for MPK. Do I already have ones of the apprentice? A 20 and a 21. So then the 35 and the 24 and the 31 are all improvements. So that's cool. Okay, let's just throw all these things in here and not worry about what they are. All right, cool, cool. And then amethyst and amethyst 2. So first thing, I'm going to move the chipped amethyst to here. And these will potentially be used in 1.09. I'm thinking a dimensional shard if they get 3 sockets, which I don't know that they will. Otherwise, I'm not really sure. but I think the dimensional shard is probably my best chance to get something actually good and useful that I can't get better some other way. So like the traditional Cruel Colossus Blade of Quickness that you would use your chippies for in 1.09, I can use normal or flawless in 1.10a and get the Cruel Berserker Axe of Quickness in theory with 5 sockets. I was unsuccessful last time I tried it. Okay, I don't know why there's chipped diamonds in here. So I'll throw them in here. Cool. That's exciting. Should be only chipped? Yeah. Okay, and then these are all perfect. Yeah. And then these are all flawless. Or the rest of these. Yeah. All right. Did I turn the screen on? Yes. Okay. Good. Now the VOD watchers can see Carpal Tunnel Simulator. Everyone's favorite video game. Okay, it looks like you hear the game.
Not in town.
Yeah, okay. I'll put my headphones on, I guess. Hello, Allcore. I also hope I am doing well. I'm doing all right. Just getting, uh, what's it called? Well, like the title says, consolidating the stashes today. Doing some, what might be called logistics or stuff like that. Preparing things for future projects, I guess. Using up all these consumables that I've been collecting. Oops. So I plan to cube up perfect amethysts and then potentially forward some normal or flawless gems to 1.10a, depending on how long this takes. And these perfect amethysts can be used in either 1.08 or any version after that for caster amulets. Oops. So that's what these in particular are for. I have like 600 jewels or so, and then I have however many amethysts it's going to be. Um, the goal, so I want a druid caster amulet, which here I can show you. Let me make sure there's nothing weird on the screen first. Open this spreadsheet, make sure it's on the right tab. Yeah, it is. All right, then unblind. So here, the ultimate goal is a hurricane druid that farms using only hurricane, and then he will grail in the ancient tunnels and or the maggot lair on a static map, like the same map the whole time. And so the green ones are items that I have, and then the non-green ones are items that could potentially be used in slots. And so the amulets are like these amethysts are for trying to make either a 19 or a 24 or an 8 caster amulet with druid skills. So, um, yeah, the ultimate goal is a hurricane druid who farms using only hurricane and not tornado. In the meantime, there is a lot of farming in various old versions of the game that I'm doing to get equipment for him to use. Uh, so I saw in like 2020, Brunsky made a video of a hurricane druid in the maggot layer, and I thought, well, I can do that, but I can use time travel items. And my first thought was, well, I won't need insight because I can get mana after each kill rings with up to 37. And so then I started the project of making a rare mana after each kill ring with casting speed and magic find. And so far I have been unsuccessful. I've done 5,000 attempts with an expected success once every 18,000 attempts on average. But I have a placeholder item. I have like a 31, no, I have a 35, I think now, mana after each kill with 10 casting speed, which could go well as a gear slot for him to replace Insight and allow the mercenary to use Infinity and still have unlimited mana, basically. Uh, and then there's, lots of other time traveled items that I'm going to be using as well. I play on Players 8 in versions that allow it. 1.07 does not have native support for Players 8, and I don't like self-multiplayer. I find it to be tedious. So I only play on Players 1 and 1.07 unless I'm rushing. And so I will do... I can multiplayer with myself. I allow it. I just don't do it much. The Hurricane Druid will likely farm at players 1, maybe players 3, but probably players 1. And all these things, like, this isn't like duping or anything. These are all items that I found. I've done probably somewhere between 7,500 and 10,000 high council runs. Probably closer to 7,500, but tough to say. Hmm. Cataloging. Ah. Yeah, I used when I played on Realm in 1.09 and I think also in 1.10, I had a map hack. My brother downloaded it. But in single player, I don't use any map hacks. You don't need to. Some people use them to show where the unique monsters are. They just want to get straight to the monster and kill them. Or they like to roll non-static maps but not have to reveal the map. I don't do either of those things. Yeah, I have 0 kids. This game is my child. Not really, but this game is my hobby. All waypoints. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Different people will use cheats different ways to their level of preferred scumminess. So, like, I use an infinite stash, which technically is cheating and scummy, but I'm okay with it. So, hello, dark side. Today I have vanilla flavored muscle milk. I got a free gallon of milk at work, which is nice. I don't know if I'll drink the whole gallon tonight or if I'll drink like 3/4 of it tonight and then the rest tomorrow. Yeah, I dislike questing, which is, I guess, kind of what you're sort of skipping, maybe, but I try to do it as little as possible. It's all right. The vanilla mussel, yeah, it tastes okay. It's not like, ooh, dessert, but it's fine. Okay, amethyst. I will be having the overtime shift on Sunday again this week, so I won't be home pretty much most of the day on Sunday. You might like orange creamsicle. Yeah, some brands, it depends on, which brands, what they have, orange creamsicle flavored things. I haven't seen it in muscle milk, but I've seen it on like Ghost Energy. Uh, I think C4 had one. Can't remember. Maybe I feel like there was another brand that had it for sure, but I don't remember. They had there's a milk. It's like 1862 milk or 1876 milk or something like that. Um, you know, heck yeah, Texas milk in glass bottles because plastic is deadly. Um, so they still use plastic lids. Anyway, so that brand of milk has the orange creamsicle flavored milk, but I can't drink that brand of milk because they add sugar to all of their flavored milks. Chocolate milk and blueberry milk and orange creamsicle milk and strawberry milk and coffee milk. LA, let's see, what's it say? Agua fresca. Ah, horchata. I don't know what that is. But when I had the orange creamsicle flavored milk from that brand before I knew what all I was allergic to, or maybe it was even before I developed the allergy, um, the digestive intolerance, not allergy. It was good. It might have been my favorite one. That and the strawberry. Ah, rice milk. Okay. Yeah, I can't have rice milk. I can have regular milk. I can have like, any animal milk. And then I guess I could probably have soy milk, but I would have to read the ingredients label. It would have to be like soy milk and not other things. I could have coconut milk. Um, Sugarless. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I could have. If you leave the sugar out, I can have it, but not in the not in the rice milk. I can't have rice. Yeah, I can have. There are some non-synthetic sugar alternatives. So coconut sugar, I can have. I can probably have like monk fruit extract, but I've never bought it because it's really expensive. Coconut sugar comes with its own flavor, but if it's being mixed with cinnamon and other spices, then it's probably fine. I think it would work well for any sort of pumpkin pie or apple pie variety of flavor combinations because it tastes a bit like brown sugar. And it's made from the flower bud of the coconut plant or something like that. I just can't have cane sugar or corn syrup. And in general, I shouldn't eat things that have natural flavor as part of the ingredients list, but sometimes I do anyway. Because I don't know where the natural flavor comes from. So I don't know if it's a problem or not. So for that reason, it should be avoided. Let's see, forward. Alcor, do you play yourself or just like your parents and grandparents? Maybe you said. Let's see. I think you did say. Da-da-da. Okay, maybe you didn't say. 26 years. Okay. Yeah, I took some very long breaks, like 5 years and then like 10 years or something like that. Like I stopped in 1.10 and then started again in 1.13C, and then I stopped in 2012 and started again in 2020. I think I would like D2R, except I don't think I would like Heralds. But I don't need D2R because I already have the game that I like, so. And I already have the long-term goals that D2R would trivialize. Sunder Charm kind of makes a lot of what I'm doing pointless because I could just use Sunder and Doom, and then I don't need time-traveled items to break cold immunities while still keeping infinite mana. So like the Hurricane Druid would be viable farmer, except it would probably suck at killing heralds. And I've never played any version where I can get Ani or Torch. Because I've played single player during the... Oh wait, maybe there was an ILS in 1.10. I don't know. I've never had Ani or Torch. And I never played a single player version that had them enabled. Yeah, you can forward them to D2R, but you don't need them. Like, kind of the whole point of the mana after each kill ring for the Hurricane Druid is to allow infinity on the Mercenary so that you can break cold immunes in the Ancient Tunnels. But in D2R, you just use Sunder. So you don't even need infinity. You wear Sunder, and then you use Doom as your main hand weapon, and then that's it. So, also, the original goal was to do this in 1.14. And so even if there had been like 1.15, I probably still would just finish in 1.14. Oh, I play differently than almost everybody, so that's not a surprise. Very few time travelers. And the ones that do are mostly doing it to play that version and to make cool items rather than specifically to make a certain build uh, that benefits from them. Like any caster benefits from the mana after each kill ring. Um, but the Hurricane Druid is completely passive, so at least in theory. Hmm. I know there's some items that don't uh, port correctly if you take them directly from classic to a modern version without upgrading in 1.07 specifically first. Because of the changes in affix groups. And I don't make those kinds of items, personally. Yeah, 1.07 is, I think, my favorite version. Yeah, I did a few just to see and then like deleted them. Um, but you get like set items that are the wrong bases, and you get like affixes that either don't exist or are on the wrong item base. Oh, yeah, that was like every Diablo 2 YouTuber has covered that basically. The infinite magic find. They just maybe didn't cover, how it works in old versions. Okay, I forgot to put flawless amethysts on. They usually turn into what? Erathis. Ah, okay. Hello, Vector. Keeping up flawless gems today. And I thought I would be doing some crafting in 1.10a as well. But I might have enough flawless gems that I just do this for 2 hours and then call it a day. We'll see. Because these flawless amethyst, I've been told that perfect amethysts are the kind of the limiting reagent for the caster amulets. So it's good that I have a bunch of them. Um, but I also have a bunch of, jewels and RAL runes and runes that can be cubed up to RAL runes if forwarded. Hmm. Yeah, because I learned about the infinite magic find from, I think, probably Llama, like Mr. Llama from his channel. I usually don't watch mainstream Diablo 2 stuff, but if it with a title like that, it caught my eye, and so I clicked into it, and it's like, oh, okay, let me try this. And then on the Pure Diablo forum, they tried it out in version 1.07, and we're like, oh, hey, we can force uniques to drop. And then I was like, well, what about in Classic? And so that's how I found out I can do it to force rares. And so I was already intending to get a lot of rare rings. That just made the process faster because it's like twice as fast as gambling, basically. Yeah, I wonder if you can get a stained glass window herald. That'd be an interesting enemy. One of the few enemies where thorns actually would make sense because like the bits of broken glass would hurt you when you hit it. All right. Let's see, that was one, and it took 40 minutes. Ooh. Yeah, I might end up just queuing up amethyst today. Let's see. Forward. Because I have 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Amethyst. Okay. It's either that or I'll just not finish the amethyst and then do a bit of crafting anyway, just for fun. I might do that. But lately, the only channel, uh, the YouTube channel for Diablo 2 where I actually learn things is Shrimp's channel, which I saw when he posted the 6 million damage video. I was like, well, that's interesting. Like with that mercenary with like 100 stacks of holy fire or whatever it was. Let's see. What do I have for diamonds? This should be just chipped. And this one I think also just chipped. Okay, this one's probably also just chipped. Yep. Okay. Maybe I already used up all of my diamonds. Oh, there's some. So I have flawed, normal, and flawless that I can use from here. Okay. Perfect. See, I can use diamonds out of Diamond 5 for crafting in 1.10a. Okay. So after this inventory full, I will have 99 perfect amethysts left to make today before starting some 1.10a cubing. Iron Chef Japan. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've heard that it's really good, but I've never seen it. I did used to watch a lot of cooking shows, like Chopped and MasterChef America, MasterChef Australia, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Probably some other stuff. It always confused me though when someone like is going on a cooking show and they're like, "Yeah, this is my signature dish. I've never made it before." It's like that's not how that works. That's literally not a signature dish. The 48 plus 3 is 51 plus 36 is 87. So 87 flawless gems at a time. All right. And then 87 divided by 3 is 29. Is that right? Yeah. So 29 perfect amethysts per inventory full. Hmm. Feels bad to be my European viewers unable to tune in to this riveting content tonight. Since it's like 1 a.m. there, or 2 a.m. for some of them. Well, 2:30 on a work night. But tomorrow will be more appropriate timing. I get off work earlier tomorrow. And then Friday and Saturday, I'll either have to play in the morning or not at all, because I'll be getting home pretty late. I'm still undecided what I'll do with that. But since tomorrow will be at a more appropriate time, uh, and I'll have better energy to play with, I'll probably end up doing more questing with the Necromancer or like leveling in 1.10a. Is that? Yeah. Either that or 1.08, the one to Stormspire guy. I need him to find a High Lord's Wrath. So he'll need to do some questing and get started on his farming as well. But I'm not gonna like play him a ton yet. I just need to play him enough to get High Lord's Wrath. For the Duriel runner. And then it might be, and I don't know, but it might be that once I get the Duriel runner going, I'll just do Duriel runs only for like a month. Because I need to do, I think it's like 120 hours of Duriel runs, something like that. And that estimate is using a guess for how long a run will take. And I don't remember what that guess was. All right, I think it's two more inventories full, or not full, but two more inventories of amethysts to cube up out of this stash, and then I'll go ahead and start making some mules of diamonds and do a bit of crafting in 1.10a to try to make the Archon staff with 3 staff mods, 6 sockets, and a prefix and a suffix. And I am not going to look up the odds of actually rolling such a thing because I don't want to see that it's impossible. I'd rather not know, considering how unlikely some of the other things that I've been hunting for are. You know, like the 18,000 attempts on average to get the ring from sapphires that I want. And even then, it could roll poorly, and I would have to keep going. And then I don't remember how many attempts. Let's see. This one, we're going to go Berserker Axe. I think it was like 12,000 or something. Item level 30. And then Cruel. All right, I need to pick Magic. Cruel of Quickness. And then the odds of just getting those affixes is 1 in 12,000. And then I still would have needed it to get 5 sockets, so 1 in 60,000. Or 62,500. Yeah, it's not great odds. So, it'd be a pretty cool item, but why don't you just get the drops you want? I don't know, man. If I got the drops I wanted, I would have to stop playing. There wouldn't be anything left to get. Brange. Alright. 12 more. So I think that'll make 402 perfect amethyst. And I'm not done, but I'll be done with this for today and I'll start making mules of diamonds to move to 1.10a. And if I do get the Archon staff that I'm looking for, then I would just go back to rolling Berserker axes to see if I can beat my Grandmaster's Berserker axe of slaughter. Okay, and then I will make diamond. Wait, you need to get rid of your portals. No scrolls allowed. Diamond. 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 Whoops, too many D's. Triple D. Diamond D. Diamond D. Diamond. Sorry, Druid, you don't get one. Okay, and then I don't need this open anymore. Okay, let's drop off my amethysts. So I will have 402 perfect amethysts ready. File, load directory, save. All right. Right, Diamunda. And then I want Diamond 5. Okay. Not chipped. All right. So 6 mules. And then we'll go try our luck. I don't even know if I have 6 mules worth of diamonds to forward, but probably I do. And if not, then I can go get skulls. And amethysts. You should. What? Nah, they don't need the cube. I mean, I guess it would make. Uh, I mean, if I want to do it like that, I guess I could throw the cube and the Archon staff on the ground in 1.10. I guess that would probably be a little quicker instead of throwing all the gems on the floor and then picking them back up. So if I leave like this much space, that probably makes sense. Diamond B. That actually makes a lot of sense. Why didn't I do it this way before? Because I'm an idiot. Yes. I use all of my brain power simply staying awake. And there's none left for thinking. Yeah, I don't want to go farm a bunch of cubes. It's not worth it for me. Like, go find a bunch of cubes just to get 8 more squares. Nah. Oh, yeah, I don't dupe. Yeah, at least I will let the game generate duped items, but I will not dupe items myself. Including a cube. If you have a cube on your corpse's cursor, and you have things in that cube, and then you go pick up a cube, the things in the corpse's cursor's cube will be in your cube, and the corpse cursor will vanish. I think that's right. That's what I remember happening, but I've only done it once, so I might be mixing things up. Imagine if you had to perm your cube online because it was a dupe. Somebody please perm. Oh, yeah, sure. Cube. What? Started a druid last night. Kane? Oh, Hurricane? I bet it's trash. Because the damage will be too low. Even still, I think the damage will be too low. I mean, maybe it'll be okay. Um, because monsters don't have as much hit points yet. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be pretty bad. But you don't know for sure until you try it. So I'm not trying to tell you not to try it. My expectations are not high. That's all. All right, Diamond F. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't tried it, so I might be wrong. That was amazing enunciation. I might be wrong. How many letters can I turn into one letter? All of them. Yeah, I think Tornado probably is okay. But again, I don't know. Yeah, I have a lot of gems. These are boxes of 1,000. So this one has 570 left. I stack my gems into boxes of 1,000 before using them. All right. Time to move these guys. Which means I am like negative flash banging you with darkness. All right, 1.07 saves. Diamond A through Diamond F. Cut. 1.10A, save, paste. X. Unblind. Host with Archon staff. Archon staff of Firebolts. I've only ever done one Hammered In, and it was online. Alright, let's see. Diamunda. And then I sat in Bale games, and usually I had the highest level concentration because I couldn't afford combat skillers, so I had offensive aura skillers instead. Alright, here goes nothing. Let's see, what time are we on? 125? Yeah, so it's about 40 minutes, or an hour and 20 minutes of perfect amethyst making. Artisan's Archon staff. Wonderful. Hmm. Ah, 6 sockets. See, this one just needed uh, 3 staff mods, and I would be done. 6 sockets again. All I needed was 3 staff mods, and I would be done. Unlucky. Hmm. It needs a suffix and a staff mod. Hmm. That would be a really nice prefix and a really nice suffix to have, because they have lots of text. Hmm. Wait. You still had a diamond in your inventory. No gem left behind. I think I might be the first person to have ever tried to make this. Needed a prefix. And then I would be done. Technically. Even though, it's low text for what it is. So several near misses. What are we saying? Let's see. Pit Zerker is the best. Oh. Yeah. But it takes too many buttons. I used to do Super Mario World tasks with the originator of the Pit Zerker. Yep. The Pit Zerker Pioneer, you might say. Okay, join game with Diamond D. This one needed 4 more sockets. Also, it's possible that I could get a prefix and a suffix and 6 sockets and 3 staff mods and then not use that staff, like roll over it, because if it has, let's see, poison damage or fire damage or cold damage or lightning damage as one of the affixes, then that's a duplicate text line with the rainbow facet, and I wouldn't want that. So I would roll over it. Segmented speed run. How many tries do you take? Like, do you go over and over? Like, you do 600 tries on Bishy Bosh until you get Rixet's Keen or whatever? Because if you really wanted, like, the best segmented speedrun, wouldn't you want to do that? Hmm. Might also be interesting if I get like a, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say 6 socket, like 3 lightning, 3 chain lightning, or something like that, and then put 6 facets in it. But a one-handed weapon with 4 facets on a shield would still be better because you could then technically get one more facet out of it. What staff am I looking for? A staff with a prefix and a suffix and 6 sockets and 3 staff mods that do not have overlapping affixes with uh, rainbow facets. So no elemental damage. Just immediately keep restarting the run until the first monster outside of the rogue encampment drops the first part of whatever set your character would use. And then segment 2 is doing that again, but for the second piece of the set. Amazing. Hmm. And Vexor, the idea is with all of that, 3 staff mods, prefix, suffix, 6 sockets, then I could put one of each type of facet in it, and then 2 6 affix jewels from 1.08, and see if I get too much text and crash the game. And if it's not too much text to crash the game, jeweler, oh man. So it had a prefix and a suffix and 3 staff mods and 6 sockets, but the prefix got deleted by itself. I'm gonna screenshot this item. This is such a troll item. Amazing. We did it. Wow. I've done something similar in the past with Rune Master. Uh, and you get enough text to truncate the item so that not all of the text appears when you hover over the item, but it was not enough to crash the game. Now, I kind of hope that it doesn't crash the game because I want to see like heavily truncated text. Archon Staff of Winter. No cold damage allowed. No elemental damage. Unearthly Archon Staff of Chain Lightning. Heck yeah. What an amazing item. This is the one. So now I can use the rest of these gems on Berserker axes. Okay, so I'll give this, oops. I'll give this back to you. Yeah, it is an absolutely beautiful piece of junk. It got the demon enhanced damage with demon enhanced attack rating. So much text. And a chance to cast on attack. Incredible. Alright. Now the skill names could have been longer, but you know, I can't be too picky. They're not short, you know. Basically none of the skills are short really, but it could have been like, you know, chain lightning is longer than enchant. Um, that kind of thing. Hello, Paul. Okay, and now I need to pick an axe that I don't care about. Maybe this one, because 868 to 243, yeah, we'll use this one. Goodbye, Grandmaster's Berserker Axe of Slaying. You're getting re-rolled. Hmm. 7 mods crashing your game? Oh, are you like getting illegal affixes by forwarding to the wrong version? Master's Berserker Axe of Lightning? Oh, so you mean like Project Diablo 2, but like for D2R? Let's see, this was Diamond D. Diamond E. So you're the type of player that turns dragons and Skyrim into Thomas the Tank Engine? Oops. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, too bad that you hate median. I mean, because it's a really high effort mod. And it has all kinds of new monster types, sprites or whatever. Yeah, you can't really see what's happening in the end game. It's just like, your screen is full of stuff, and that's it. I would really enjoy, or I think I would really enjoy, Morrowind completely rebuilt in the Fallout 2, whoops, like Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 engine. Hmm. But I haven't really seen many games ported to other games' engines. Lord's Berserker Axe of Slaying, a much weaker version of the what this axe started as. Cruel Berserker Axe of the Wraith. Unlucky. Sharp of Quickness. Okay. Let's see, that was Diamond E. So now Diamond F. Yeah, I think that's something big enough that it really needs a team of people to do, I would say. I don't think I know what Vault 13 is. And I also don't know what Project Arroyo. I think I've seen a video for Project Arroyo, but I just don't remember what it was about. Oh, okay. So Vault 13 isn't the name of a game. It's just the vault from Fallout 1. And so like that's how much of the game they have completed. Okay. Well, in that case, I know what that is. A Fallout 2 remake in what engine? Fallout 4? Hmm. Lord's Berserker Axe of Winter. No good. Cruel Berserker Axe of Thunder. Okay, you can have all this stuff back. And then I need to make some more mules. Let's see, this one, this one, this one, this one. Nope. It's beautiful. I've never been so happy with such a piece of garbage. Okay, wait a moment to make sure the game's closed. Then I'm going to open 1.07. That was probably an annoying sound. I drink with a straw. Let me do this first. Make these guys go away. Yeah. Alright, we'll do Barbarian. Diamond A. And then this one, and this one, and this one. Diamond B. Diamond C. Diamond. Yeah, I definitely couldn't make anything like that myself either. If I could, I would have the patience for it if it were my preferred passion project, like what I'm doing right now is. But if it were not, then no. Not that I really would say I have passion for this, I just do it, but you know what I mean. Load directory, yes. More diamonds is diamond 5. Probably because I don't spend half the time yelling at the microphone. When I was a substitute teacher, many of my students, or I don't know about many, some of my students complained that my voice would put them to sleep. Well, tough life, I guess. Take notes with your eyes closed. Oh wait, I can leave 2 spaces here because it's a Berserker Axe, not a Archon Staff that I'm doing now. Hmm. Flawless Diamond coming up. Perfect. Alright, that was Diamond A. So now Diamond B. Picture in picture. Ow. I think if I were to make videos other than Diablo 2 and then potentially Mario, Super Mario World, then first of all, it would be on a different channel. Uh, but it would either be food related and having to do with recipes that fit my dietary restrictions, or ASMR. But I don't know. I don't have the passion for it like I do for this. Which means it would require effort to actually follow through on. Whereas this is, it's free. I just do it. Oh, I know what picture in picture is. It's small and illegible. You can't see that this says flawless diamond anymore. Unlucky. All right, diamond C. Do I have any perfect diamonds in here? Yes. Whatever. Let's just get rid of it. It does me no good in 1.07, that's for sure. Now, every time I say something like, I'm reminded of the Tinned Fish Reviews YouTube Shorts channel that got recommended to me and that I have now been watching with, I don't even know, maybe it's just like Tinned Fish Reviews, I don't know. but it's the guy with King Arthur the dog. And he's always like, hmm, hmm, hmm. It's really quite satisfying. It has a pleasant chew, a pleasant texture. I'm getting a hint of the smoky flavor. I bet it would go well on toast. Here, Arthur, would you like to try some? Alright, that was Diamond C. Now Diamond D. So once I finish this set of 6 mules, or if this stash of diamonds becomes empty, and meaning it only has chipped diamonds left, I don't know if I'll go look for skulls and keep filling them up, or if I would just go ahead and roll these, but then that will be the end of the day for today. But I got one of the items I'm searching for. I got the Archon staff that I want. And so now I get to keep trying more on my Berserker axes. So it's unlikely that I'll improve my Berserker axe, but not impossible. Hmm. Diamond E. Oh, I need to delete the characters first from 1.10a. There might be enough in here to actually finish the last mule. Depends on how many chipped diamonds there are. We'll see. But otherwise, I'll probably go look for like flawed amethysts or something. Okay, amethyst 5. What about 4? Is that one done? Yeah. Socket filler. Chipped, flawless. And that's it. Okay. So, flawed. Amethysts. Good. Alright, load 1.10a. Delete the old mules. Make sure they're empty. So given that result, that beautiful Archon staff, I'm very happy that I decided to do this today instead of questing. Okay. Turn off the screen. Open the file tree. Diamond A through Diamond F. Cut. 1.10a. Save. Paste. Alright. Unblind. Diamond A. So we'll see if I get anything interesting. Anything that I don't immediately re-roll over. Mildly interesting. Fool's Berserker Axe of the Giant. I think a maximum damage perfectly rolled Fool's Berserker Axe of Slaughter could be interesting, but I would have to see what the or Slaughter or Evisceration, whichever one is higher. I'd have to see what the damage range actually is on it. If I got one. Okay, Diamond B. Hmm. Okay, so Slaughter is higher than Evisceration. Cruel Berserker Axe. No suffix. 5 sockets. But no suffix. Whoops. Grandmaster's Berserker Axe. 5 sockets, no suffix. Diamond E. And then one more after this. One more mule, I mean. Hello, Batman. I got an interesting item today. I'll show you once I'm done here, if you're still here. I got the Archon staff that I'm looking for. Or one that works as the Archon staff that I'm looking for. Since it wasn't a specific staff, it was a specific combination of things. Prefix, suffix, 3 staff mods, and 6 sockets. It won't be like actually the maximum because it's not like the longest staff mods and like the longest affixes and whatever, but they are good affixes. And it's 3 staff mods, so yeah, and then 6 sockets for 4 facets and 2 1.08 joules. I don't have the joules yet. This one tried a little bit. And so now I'm just back to rolling Berserker axes because I don't really have anything else to use these gems on. And I could, you know, in theory, still improve the one that I want. Because I don't have a Cruel of Quickness, I have a Grandmasters of Slaughter. So. Diamond for rerolls. What do you normally use diamonds for? Is there something else? It's any 3 flawless gems or any 3 normal tier gems. It doesn't have to be diamonds. Oh. Well, I don't need nearly this many diamonds to up armors. I hope. Yeah, the only other thing that I would really have to do with these diamonds is to make them perfect and reroll small charms. And this is a more interesting option for me than small charms. Just because this one is specific to a particular version and also can be good. So it's not like just a gimmick like the Archon staff, which is only a gimmick. Alright. Let's see, 3 flawed amethysts. And the Archon staff. Look at this thing. Unearthly Archon staff of Chain Lightning. So the demon enhanced damage could have another digit on it. But of Chain Lightning is a beautiful suffix because of how long the text is. And then the demon enhanced damage and demon attack rating on the same prefix is really nice because it means I don't have to get that on a jewel. So it makes me a lot more flexible with my jewels. Because previously, like if I didn't have the demon prefix, then I would want the demon prefix on a jewel. And now I don't. Now I specifically don't want it on a jewel. So I do want all resist on a jewel and single resist on a jewel so that you get all 4 of the resists showing. But yeah, this one is... Yeah, yeah, really nice. Long suffix. Of Chain Lightning is a lot of text, and then also like 8% chance to cast level 3 Chain Lightning on attack. That's a lot of text. So, you know, enchant could be longer, telekinesis could be longer, but they also probably, there's options that are shorter. So that's fine. I can't really complain about this staff at all. I'm very happy with it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Tomorrow, when I play, it would be starting about probably 4.5 or 5 hours ago from now. Um, and I'm very glad that I did this instead of questing today. Very strong result. So, yep, that's it. And very likely I'm playing tomorrow. So, the next, let's see, Friday and Saturday, we'll see.